Herbie Goes Bananas is a 1980 film and the fourth of a series of films made by Walt Disney Productions starring Herbie, the white Volkswagen racing beetle with a mind of its own. The film stars former Mel Brooks collaborators Cloris Leachman and Harvey Korman. Plot: loosely picking up where Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo left off, protagonist Pete Stanchek has inherited Herbie from Jim Douglas and travels to Mexico with his friend Davey DJ Johns to retrieve the car. There, they befriend Paco, a comically mischievous orphan pickpocket. Pete and DJ board the Sun Princess, a cruise ship, to Rio de Janeiro to enter Herbie in the Brazil Grand Primo, while Paco follows hidden in Herbie's cargo compartment. When Herbie wreaks havoc on board, Pete pretends to court Melissa, intending that her Aunt Louise will sponsor their race. Meanwhile, Herbie helps Paco, who has dubbed the car Ocho, escape captivity. However, later on land, Herbie resurfaces from the water to reunite with Paco, who then goes into business with Herbie as a taxi. Thereafter follow three villains seeking to capture an antique gold disc, and to find Paco, as earlier he had pickpocketed their wallets which contained important film by threatening to use an acetylene torch to cut up Herbie's matador part in a bullfight. Romance between Aunt Louise and Captain Blythe, and bananas initially used to conceal Herbie among farm vehicles traveling to market, and later used by Herbie and Paco to stop the villains escaping justice. Ultimately, the villains are captured, and the protagonists reunite on the Sun Princess to celebrate. The group enters Herbie in an upcoming race, with Paco dressed as the driver. Davey finally asks Paco why he keeps referring to Herbie as Ocho, since that is Spanish for 8. Paco looks at Herbie's 53, and remarks that 5 plus 3 equals 8. Cast: Cloris Leachman, Aunt Louise Trent, Charles Martin Smith, Davey DJ Johns, John Vernon, Prindle, Stephen W. Burns, Pete Stanchek, Elisa Davalos, Melissa, Joaquin Garay, 3, Paco, Harvey Korman, Captain Blythe, Richard Jekyll, Shepard, Alex Rocco, Quinn, Fritz Feld, Chief Steward, Vito Scotti, Armando Mocha. Reception: Herbie Goes Bananas met with negative reviews and is widely considered to be the weakest film in the Herbie franchise. Most film critics remarked that the series had run its course, with Leonard Maltin commenting that there was one amusing scene where the VW turns matador. Otherwise, strictly scrap metal. Maltin added that the plot dealt with its cast encountering all sorts of hilarious obstacles along the way. Phil Patton, author of the book Bug, The Strange Mutations of the World's Most Famous Automobile, observed that the Herbie franchise was a game of diminishing returns. Herbie Goes Bananas is filled with south-of-the-border cliches and stereotypes. Rotten Tomatoes gave it the film a note of 40% positives. Reviews: Cars. The prop Herbie dropped into the ocean was never retrieved. A total of 26 VW Beetles were used, by reason of the quantity of stunts and tricks. Novelization. A paperback novelization of the film was written by Joe Claro and published by Scholastic Paperbacks in July 1980 to coincide with the film's release. Video releases: Herbie Goes Bananas was released on VHS in November 1982 and re-released on December 3, 1985, January 5, 1992, October 28, 1994 and September 16, 1997. It was first released on DVD in Region 1 on May 4, 2004 and re-released on DVD on September 2, 2012 as a part of Herbie 4-movie collection with The Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again and Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. On June 30, 2015, Herbie Goes Bananas was released on Blu-ray disc as a Disney Movie Club exclusive title.